Hi guys, it's Becky. If you're new here, then welcome, and if you're already a subscriber, thanks for coming back. Today I'm going to be doing a video on my whole planning system. I've recently done one of these. It's not working. It hasn't been working. I keep buying more planners thinking, oh, this is what I need, but I need to strip back. Like, I've got too much in my head at the minute, too much going on, nothing simple. I don't know where anything is. Well, I do, but it's like in multiple, it's just a bit all over the place. Like, I really needed to strip back and find out, you know, what I wanted to plan and, you know, what I needed to plan for. So I started off doing a little spidergram, just with things that I know I needed to plan, some little sections that I wanted to include, what I want to plan, weekly tasks, yeah, just like I just sat down and wrote down everything that I need. It's not nothing I haven't done before, but I felt like I needed to start fresh and do what my life needs right now and what's going to be easier for me. So what I will do is my Hobonichi full year memory planner is staying exactly the same as it is. This is a memory planner. This is what I use to memory plan. The front bit has got an index, and then I put my highlights in. I mean, I'm massively behind because it's only January. I put my highlights in, and then I take the information from somewhere else and I do my weeklies, and then my dailies I just, you know, journal and stick family stickers and things like that. So this is not changing. It doesn't need anything adding to it or taking it away from it. It just needs me to put some work into it because it's getting a bit neglected. But you know, I'm just taking the time. I just want to be able to like minimally plan at the minute, just because I've got so much going on in my head. Now my my B6 went when I bought my second cousin. I'm not gonna lie, do I miss it? Yeah, it seemed more functional, and I couldn't get my head around why the dailies in my functional cousin, they just weren't working. And I was like, well, how come the dailies in this worked but they're not working in my cousin? So, you know, I sat down again, looked through what was in here and what was in my dailies, and, you know, the differences and things. And so I've sorted that. I'll show you that in a bit. Next up, I bought this B6 Wonderland 222. This is an amazing planner. It is an amazing planner. The only thing I don't like is that the Sunday is stacked with the Saturday. It's got everything you need. It's got everything you need in it. And to be honest, like, if that wasn't stacked and maybe it was an A5 size, things would have been different. But this, the reason I bought this is because it didn't have dailies, and I didn't need dailies. It just had some note pages at the back. So this stopped working ages ago. Haven't used it in ages. Another two things that came into my collection, what I've been trying to use in my collection for a long time is the A6 size. I've got my A6 rings, which is empty really, and then I've got my A6 reference book, which I never go in. I set it up and I'm not going in there. I'm just not a kind of referencer, and if I do need to reference something, then I do use my phone. Like, as much as I keep trying to tell myself, oh, I'm not going to use my phone, everything's going to be on paper, it's a lie. Like, I do use my phone, so there's just no point in duplicating things. So this one is a Stackry. No, it's not. It's a Wonderland 222, isn't it? I don't know what it is, you know. Let's just have a look at how it's set up. Turn the page to a new year. Sorry, this one is the Hobonichi English version, and I bought this. Yeah, I bought this as a private journal. So I was going to do my private journaling in this, because I did find that when I was doing journaling in my memory one, sometimes I wanted to write stuff that I didn't want anyone to see, but I've alleviated that problem by, if there's something I don't want anyone to see in my private journal, after I've journaled, I put a little asterisk at the top corner, and I know that when I'm doing flip throughs I need to ignore those pages. So this isn't getting used anymore, and it's just a waste of money, isn't it, guys? It's just a waste of money. And then this one is the Wonderland 222 planner. I wanted to try this in an A6. Did I even use it? Yeah, I thought, you know, this would be easy to use. This is all before I bought the second cousin, but I still had my B6 on the go. So this, another thing that can come out, completely not working. So that's gone, which I know I sound grumpy, but I'm so happy with what I've done, because I just, things had to go to simplify my system to make it work, and the system that I've come up with, I'm hoping will work. It's a mix match of like the getting things done method, and like different people's, like how they do theirs, and it's just a massive mix match of everything. So what I will start with, in fact what I'll start with is, you've seen the setup for this on my channel, and this is literally like a little notebook, but it's my wallet. But if I need to buy things when I'm out, I just scribble them down in here. So things that I need to buy go straight into here. There's a list on my phone of things I need to buy, and then I will just come in and write them in there. So any like purchases when I'm out, or if I think of things for like the food shop and things like that, they all go in that TN. So what I want to focus on first is my Hobonichi Weeks. Now I've been using this Hobonichi Weeks. I haven't used that page. I've been setting up the monthlies, and I have actually set this up every single week, and I do a video on it every single week. But still, it didn't feel functional. I was coming in after the fact and putting in what I'd done for the day, and I didn't feel like, and I've just got like really long lists of things that I know I'm not going to get done in that week. So what I wanted to do is change up the system in my weeks to make sure that I'm being more productive, and you know, I'm using it productively rather than as an after the fact, because it's pointless if it's not going to help me plan and get my stuff done and tell me where I need to be and hold all the information that I need. It's another pointless planner. So firstly, I mean, I've got an old Hobonichi Weeks which I'm going to flick to and from. So firstly, this section in the planner isn't getting used, and basically what I've decided to do is pick 3 things, and I've used the, you know, the Zig Clean colour dots, and I've put a dot, and my idea is like to put a dot on each day. I do need to see, I might take away the headache and the back pain, because I don't really need to know when I last had a headache or back pain. I might change these to, you know, a like severe mental health day and something else there to do with mental health, so that when I do go to my therapy and things like that, I can show, you know, like a pattern. I want to put my diazepam down because that's my PRN, so I take it as needed, and I need to know, you know, how many I'm taking, and I'll just write the number. If I've took 4 or 6 or whatever, I'll write the number in there. But I need to think more about what the other 2 is going to be. So that is what I'm going to do for that section. So we all know the weeks, we all know the way that the weeks is laid out. It can be used like so many different ways, it's unbelievable. But what wasn't working for me was setting up my weeks, writing down a massive to-do list, what I needed to film, all this stuff, and not really have, like, it's not working. I want it to be, because I've got my functional cousin, I want this to be a pre-plan. So what I actually do in a day will go in my cousin, which I'll show you in a bit. So what I needed was a system without adding another planner, without using another planner, a system to make sure that I'm getting things done. And the only system I know that's going to help me do that is the getting things done method. So what I've done is I've used the little index clips that everyone's raving about. You can get these online from W.H. Smith's if you're in the UK for £7. So, you know, don't pay ridiculous amounts for them. So how this is going to work is, from the back this is going to be my index pages. So if I need to reference anything, I'll have an index page. And the reason I've paper clipped these together is because they're old things. So I'm going to have all my birthdays here, all my shop codes here, the discount codes and things like that. And then I've left spaces. Right. Then I'm going to have an inbox, a brain dump, and it's going to work the same. There's a couple of tweaks because I don't need everything. It's going to work the same as the getting things done. So I'll have an inbox, and I have section these off, but they're not as easy to get to as people make out. And then from my inbox, it'll either be going on a waiting on list, it'll go on a projects list, master projects list, and then if those steps need breaking down, it will go into like each project broken down. So all my inbox, everything that I think of, is only ever going to go in this planner. So everything that I need to do will go in this inbox, and I've left like quite a few pages in between. If I then need to calendar it, I'll put it in the calendar. I am going to write down this down here, so similar to the getting things done method, they do like inbox, next actions, waiting on, and other ones. Like when I did it before, I didn't feel like the next action, I felt the next actions was pointless because everything needs another action. So what I'm going to do is inbox it, and then if I'm delegating it to anyone, which will just be like my husband or something, I'll have a waiting on. Waiting on is not going to be like waiting on purchases. It's just going to be waiting on whoever I've delegated that task to. If it's a project, so if it's something big like my dad's funeral, for example, or a birthday, or a holiday, or like I want to redo the living room or something, it will go on the master projects list. And then what I'll do is I'll use the projects broken down area to break down each section of what I want to do with the project. And then for the specific project, if I'm looking for it, it will be in the index in the front. So the master projects list is broken down. They're the only places that things can go, unless they're going to go in the calendar. So I said I'm going to put like a calendar one there if it's something like that, or like just a specific to do, basically. So that is there. And then I've decided, because I do a lot of them, I've decided to just put purchases at the back. I'm going to write down like the date and what I purchased, and whether it's Stackry or UK, when it's been shipped and when I've received. So I'll just do that there. And then also I've got my last one, which is my monthly trackers. I did do a rough tracker in here, I think. Yeah, so I'm just going to do some basic trackers monthly, so it's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and then broken down. So when's the car MOT, when's tax, when's insurance, when do we change tyres, tyre pressure, screen wash, and then I've got a list of things like cleaning that I want to put down there, subscriptions, and then like personal stuff like dentist, opticians, things like that. So I'll have like a yearly tracker of everything, because I haven't got a clue. And like phone contracts, I don't know when our phone contracts are running out. I don't know how long I'm in contract with Sky for. In fact, I need to write those down quick before I forget. Phone contracts, Sky, and then our Shell is our broadband. You know, I don't know how long we're in contract for in those. And with the contract ones, I'll write, because as you can see that only goes to there, I've got space here, I can write like the contract end date. So there is place for me to write dates in there. So that, I feel, in here is all I need to do. And then the aim is to pre-plan in the week. So I will be planning the same as I am here, but it will just be a bit more functional. Initially I was going to put a highlight of the day there, but this is a pre-plan, it's not an after the fact. So a highlight of the day would be after the fact. So what I'm going to do is when I'm planning the week, I'm going to go to my massive to-do list, waiting on, or projects or whatever, and I will write a list of things that I want to complete that week. And then in this box, I want to write top 4 tasks that I want to get done that day, and then my meal at the bottom. I was going to do a meal plan down here, but I like separating the filming, and then if there's any few bits that I've done a bit of and I can just finish it off the next week, then I'm going to do that. I won't cross off in my inbox at the back something just because I've wrote it in here. I've got to cross it off in here before I cross it off in my main one. So I'll have 4 daily tasks, and I will also have date specific tasks and reoccurring tasks in here, so that when it comes to planning my days, I just have to open this, I have to look here, find out what I want to do for those specific days, and then I'll show you what I'll do within my cousin. So I have done a key. This is a mixture of bullet journal key, of Lindsay's scribbles key. Like, everybody has a key, and I didn't, so I wanted to be able to find information easy. So that is the key that I'm going to be using in here. Like, instead of doing my little boxes, I'm just going to do a dot, and then I can follow this key. So that's what I'll do in here. Now, also what I need to do in here is like plan forward more of the months, or not be scared just to go in and put in when an appointment is and things like that, because this is a pre-plan, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go forward, and anything that I know, like holidays or birthdays or things like that, is all going to get put in here, so this can be used more functionally. So I'm happy with that. It's pre-planning, it's telling me what I need to do, it holds all my to-dos, my projects, it will have my health, because this, I wouldn't say it will be in my everyday carry, but if I go to like a doctor's appointment or something like that, I'll take it with me, because I've got the tracking information and things like that. So that's what the weeks is now going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be really, really functional. So I will use it for a week or so and see how it goes, and then I'll give you a little update. So that will be done, like, say on a Sunday. I'll plan the week. Well, whatever day I do it, whatever day I film it, and then I will, you'll see me getting the information from like the back. My filming, I kind of do want to keep that separate, so I might add another section to film. I've got one clip left, so I'm gonna add, instead of just having an inbox, I'm gonna have a to film as well. I'm just hoping all the flicking backwards and forwards, but you'll only have to do it once a week, or if you need to add any more things on, you can just get it straight from the inbox. But I do need to do a film. Right, these sticky notes, I just wanted to say, they're from Poi and Hun, and it's the grey shape set, and it's really, really good, but they're like, you can't get them off without like creasing them, and they're not sticking very well. They're not, like, they're folding up like this. I'm not a fan. I needed to film list as well. Yeah, so that will be the Hobonichi weeks, and I'm excited because I'm going to be setting it up because it's Friday today. Hopefully you'll see this video today, and I'm going to be setting this up, which you'll probably see on Monday or something. So that's all my pre-plan. That holds all my information. Now, next we come to my functional Hobonichi cousin. I thought, I don't know whether it's because, you know, like I said, I've got a lot of things going on in my head right now, and I'm not doing like massive amounts of stuff. I'm not coming in here and filling it in at the end of the day, which I really need to do, but I'm not doing it. Mainly what I'll do is I'll go to the daily, and what I've been doing is writing to-dos on the daily and then just crossing them off. This is why it wasn't working. This is why it wasn't working, because that's not what I did in the B6. What I did in the B6 is I had a timed section, and then a like to-do section and things like that. And so when I come to look at this to fill in this, I'm like, okay, so I did those to-dos, but what else did I do during the day? Did I watch a film? Did I have a bath? I mean, I've put a highlight, so I know I had Chip Shop chips, but apart from that, I don't know where my time went or what else I did. And then when it comes to filling in this, it just ends up empty because I've got no record of what I did. So I started to try and make the timings of what I did, but that wasn't working. So what I'm going to do is I'll pull out an old one so I can show you. So this is going to stay the same. It's going to be like holidays. This is going to have a little tracker that I'll fill in at the end of the day. So like my skincare and things like that I do want to track, I will put it in the tracker. My monthlies are going to stay the same. Any important dates, any appointments, you know, paydays, things like that. The only thing that's going to change is I'm going to use this sidebar more functionally, because I want to take tasks from the monthly. Did I mention the I did, didn't I? Yeah. So I want to take tasks from my trackers monthly. If I know that the MOT's due, or if I've got to clean the oven, or, you know, if I've got to do whatever, I'm going to take those tasks from my weeks, the monthly ones, and I'm going to write them on there. I'll also write that monthly subscription on there so I can tick off when I get it, and any kind of like purchases that I'm waiting on, if there's enough room. And I also want to put in here my no, that's it for there. So monthly specific to-dos, goals, and waiting on things will go there. So yeah, that'll be my monthly. And then moving on to the weekly, what I'm going to do, in fact I'll show you dailies first because it makes more sense if I show you the dailies. So in my dailies, I am now going to do a time daily like I did in the B6. Then I am going to use this colour coding key that can break down how I'm actually spending the day. So this is just an example. Green is like me time, planning. Orange is YouTube, and then blue is like family time. Then I can look at this and go, well, I wasn't very productive because I didn't do any to-dos or any cleaning or any of that. I do like using the kits and things like that, so you know I will continue to do that. I can still use a kit. This will be washi, that'll be washi, date cover will be there. I can put in whatever's reoccurring or date specific on that day. My highlight of the day can go here, and then I'll just have a to-do list which I will have got my top 4 priorities, which will go here so I know what they are, and then once I've done them I can just find some other ones and add them in, you know, as I'm doing them. Then that information, if I don't fill this in straight away, I've got everything that I did there. So really all I need to concentrate on a daily basis is this. I'll need to get the information from my weeks, but on a daily basis my week's already been set up. This is the only page I need to come to, and if I want to I can then, you know, fill in this page. But I broke this page up, so weekly tasks, YouTube stats, habit trackers, journaling, any kind of like habit trackers that I really want to focus down in will go into the sidebar. I use really, like, it depends on what kind of deco I'm using, but I tend to, my deco tends to go up till 1 in the morning, so I've just sectioned that off. At the top, underneath the date cover is anything day specific, so any appointments, things like that. The next little 2 boxes, I'm just going to put whatever video I uploaded, and then any main priorities, so those like 3 or 4 main priorities for the day. And then I will just break the day, so I've missed 2 squares and put the next time, because really I only function between those hours, 9 and 7. Like I don't function anywhere in between 9 and 7. So I'll use the information from here and I'll just fill this in, and then this will all be filled in. And then when it comes to tracking, like to back planning in my memory planner, you know, this week's filled out, I just have to follow the week. I might include, I'm just thinking, because the highlight's going to be on a daily, which is going to be quite annoying. So I'll need a monthly for my highlights. So what I can do, which I've already done in here at the back, I've put some monthlies in for my YouTube. I can just do exactly the same for my highlights, really. There's nothing stopping me adding in more for highlights. And then I can put my highlights down for the month in the back of here, which is what I was doing in my B6. And then when it comes to doing the monthly highlights, as you saw, I'm like massively behind on highlights in my memory planner. Then that alleviates having to go day by day to get those. So yeah, I'm confident that this is going to work. It's like a 2-planner system. Could be a 1-planner system. Could fit in there. But yeah, like I want to pre-plan and like hold myself accountable for the things that I'm doing, because that's not what I'm doing. So if I put the things here, the priorities on here, and the day specific tasks, when it comes to here, you know, I've got my priorities, I've got my priorities in my week, sorry, and my day specific tasks. So there, that is what's going to go in the daily. In the daily here, sorry. Also, I was looking at that one and I was like, oh yeah, that's an old one I did. It's going to go in the daily here. So I'll still keep that highlight box there because it's not every day that, unless I write a planning routine, which I'm going to have to do and remind myself, I just like to have the highlight there. And then Team Tom, the organised mum method of cleaning, I can put a box down there of what specific section of the house needs to be focused on there. Purchases are in the back of my weeks. What I want to buy is in my TN. All my functional to-dos, what needs to be filmed, my medical kind of stuff is in my weeks in case I need to go anywhere, and then my like daily functioning will be, daily planning will just be done on in here. And if I do need to make a note or anything, you know, I have got that in my key, because I was just thinking, like, where am I meant to put my notes? Where am I meant to put my notes? But they can, you know, you can write notes as well as tasks and things on that day. So I'm hoping that this is going to work. I'm going to do it for a week or so, and then I will, you know, before I do like another plan with me, I'll show you how that week went. But yeah, that's it, guys. That is what I'm doing. I'm going from, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planners to 2. 7 planners to 2, because that's all my brain can cope with at the minute, and it just wasn't working having all those planners. As much as I really love them and I want to use them, they're not functional. I'm not being functional, and nothing's happening, and I'm missing things, and I don't know where any information is really. Now I do. Now I'll know exactly where everything is and where to put everything, and I'm hoping that that will work. So I hope all that made sense. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you some ideas if you didn't already have any ideas. This is another way that I was thinking of doing it. So the same, like, timed what you did when, but put the priorities and then to-dos. But that's just duplicating, because, you know, this is tiny. I can open this on the day and go, okay, what's my 4 priorities? Whereas this, like, as pretty as it looks, and I've done it every week, and I do write like my list of stuff, but I know I'm not going to get all that done in a week. It's not realistic. It's too much. It's overwhelming. And, you know, some things are just keep getting past week, and I know it's not going to get done. I know it's not going to get done. So yeah, that's it, guys. I am going into a 2 planner system as of now. Well, 3, because I've got my memory planner, which is also my journal. So that is it, guys. This is my 2 planners that are gonna change my world. They're not really going to change my world, but they're going to hopefully make me more accountable, make me more functional, and yeah, I can't cope with any more than this. I just can't do it. There's just too many planners for too many things. So I'm going to see how this goes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.